Welcome to the enchanted world of fairy tales. At our Enchanted Tales TV channel, we are passionate storytellers who believe in the enduring power of fairy tales. Our mission is to transport you to magical worlds, where heroes and heroines embark on epic journeys, and where the impossible becomes possible. We're here to share timeless tales, both classic and lesser known, to captivate and inspire all ages. To embark on this magical journey with us, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. You won't want to miss a single story. Thanks for visiting our Enchanted Tales TV YouTube channel. The enchantment begins now, and we can't wait to share the magic of fairy tales with you. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was known as the Lone Starlight because of his solitary nature and the way he always seemed to shine brightly even in the darkest of times. Ethan was an orphan, his parents having passed away when he was just a child. Despite the sadness that had touched his life, he grew up to be a kind and gentle soul. He had a heart full of dreams and a spirit that longed for adventure, but his circumstances had made him a loner. Every night, after the village had gone to sleep, Ethan would climb up to a hill overlooking the village. There, he would lie on the grass and gaze up at the starry sky. His only companions, the twinkling stars. He would tell them his hopes and fears, sharing his secrets with the vast, silent universe. One warm summer evening, as Ethan lay beneath the stars, he made a wish upon the brightest one. "I wish for a friend," he whispered. "Someone who understands me and sees the light in my heart." As if in response to his wish, a shooting star streaked across the sky, leaving behind a trail of shimmering stardust. It fell to the earth with a soft, musical chime. Ethan was amazed and followed the sound to find a small, glowing crystal nestled in the grass. He picked up the crystal and marveled at its beauty. It seemed to pulse with a gentle, warm light, just like the starlight. Little did he know that this crystal held a magical secret. That night, as Ethan held the crystal close to his heart, he felt a strange warmth spreading through his body. He closed his eyes and fell asleep under the starlit sky. When he awoke the next morning, he found himself no longer alone. Beside him lay a creature made entirely of light and stardust. It had sparkling eyes and a smile that could light up the darkest of nights. "I am Looney, your friend from the stars. I was sent to be with you because you wished upon the brightest star last night." Ethan couldn't believe his eyes. His wish had come true, and he had found a friend who was as unique and extraordinary as he was. From that day forward, Ethan and Looney were inseparable. They explored the village, made new friends, and brought joy to everyone they met. Ethan was no longer the lone starlight, for he had found a friend who shone just as brightly as he did. Together, they showed the village that even the loneliest hearts could find happiness and light if they believed in the magic of their dreams. And so, the tale of Ethan and Looney, the lone starlight and the stardust friend, became a legend in the village, reminding everyone that even in the darkest of nights, there is always a glimmer of hope and the possibility of a new beginning. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom, there was a kind-hearted princess named Lily. Princess Lily lived in a beautiful castle with her loving parents, the king and queen. She was a joyful and playful young girl who loved spending her afternoons by the royal pond, playing with her golden ball. One sunny day, while playing near the pond, Princess Lily accidentally dropped her golden ball into the water. She watched in dismay as it sank, and no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't retrieve it. Tears welled up in her eyes as she sat by the pond, feeling sad and lost without her cherished ball. Just then, a gentle croak broke the silence, and a friendly frog hopped out of the water. "Why do you look so sad, Princess?" asked the frog kindly. Lily looked up and shared her plight, explaining how she had dropped her golden ball into the pond. The frog, whose name was Freddie, offered to help. "I can retrieve your ball from the pond, but I have a request," said Freddie. Curious, Princess Lily asked what the request was. The frog continued, "If I retrieve your ball, would you allow me to be your friend and join you in the castle?" Lily, though hesitant, agreed to be Freddie's friend and bring him to the castle. Freddie quickly dove into the pond and brought back the golden ball. Delighted, Lily thanked him and happily carried him to the castle, keeping her promise. As promised, Freddie became Lily's friend and accompanied her everywhere. They played, laughed, and shared stories. Despite his appearance as a frog, Freddie had a kind and gentle heart, and they grew to be great friends. One night, while Lily was sleeping, a magical glow surrounded Freddie. Suddenly, he transformed into a handsome prince. The prince introduced himself as Prince Freddie and explained that he had been under a curse by a wicked sorceress. The only way to break the curse was to befriend a kind-hearted princess. Princess Lily was astonished and happy for her friend, Prince Freddie. The next day, the prince and princess went to the royal court to seek the king and queen's blessings for their friendship and budding romance. The king and queen were overjoyed to see their daughter happy, and they approved of their friendship. A grand celebration was held in the kingdom to celebrate the newfound love and the breaking of the curse. Prince Freddie and Princess Lily were married in a beautiful ceremony, uniting their hearts and bringing everlasting joy to the kingdom. The wicked sorceress's curse was no more, and they ruled the kingdom together with kindness, love, and a promise to always help those in need. And so, Prince Freddie and Princess Lily lived happily ever after, a testament to the magic of true friendship and the beauty of keeping promises. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a kind and gentle young girl named Belle. Belle was very special. She loved reading books and had a heart full of love for everyone around her. She lived with her father, Maurice, in a cozy little cottage. One sunny morning, Belle's father, Maurice, decided to go on a journey to a nearby village. He was an inventor and was excited about sharing his latest creation. He kissed Belle on the forehead and set off on his adventure. Maurice's journey took him through a dense forest, where he soon found himself lost. He wandered deeper into the woods, and as the day turned into night, he stumbled upon a magnificent castle hidden amongst the trees. Without knowing it, he had entered the castle of the Beast. The Beast was once a handsome prince, but had been cursed by an enchantress for his selfish and unkind ways. He had become a fearsome creature, hoping one day someone would love him despite his terrifying appearance. As Maurice explored the castle, he found a beautiful rose garden and picked a rose to take back to Belle. Little did he know, this rose was enchanted and very special to the Beast. The Beast, furious that someone had taken the rose, confronted Maurice. In exchange for Maurice's freedom, the Beast offered Belle's father shelter and food. However, Maurice insisted that he needed to return to his daughter. Belle, Back in the village, Belle grew worried as the days passed without any sign of her father. She decided to set out to find him and, after a long journey, reached the mysterious castle. Trembling with fear, she offered to take her father's place as the Beast's prisoner. The Beast accepted Belle's offer, and she courageously stayed in the castle. Although frightened at first, Belle soon discovered that the Beast was not as scary as he seemed. He had a kind heart and loved reading books, just like her. Days turned into weeks, and Belle and the Beast spent time together. Belle introduced the Beast to the joy of reading and showed him kindness, warmth, and friendship. The Beast began to change and learn the true meaning of love and compassion. In the village, a handsome yet selfish man named Gaston, who admired Belle for her beauty, set out to marry her. But Belle's heart was with the Beast, who had become her dear friend. As time passed, Belle and the Beast's friendship blossomed into love. One day, the enchanted rose's final petal fell, signifying that the curse could only be broken if someone loved the Beast despite his appearance. Belle realized her true feelings for the Beast and confessed her love. In a burst of magic, the Beast was transformed into a handsome prince. The curse was broken, and Belle and the prince celebrated their love with a grand wedding. Their love story became a legend, teaching the village that true beauty lies within a person's heart, not in their outward appearance. Belle and the prince ruled the kingdom with love, kindness, and wisdom, and they lived happily ever after, sharing their story of love and acceptance for generations to come. And that was the enchanting tale of Beauty and the Beast. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there was a beautiful princess named Amelia. Princess Amelia was known throughout the land for her kindness, grace, and love for her people. However, the kingdom was plagued by a fearsome dragon that terrorized the land, causing destruction and fear. Princess Amelia knew she had to do something to protect her kingdom and her people. She decided to embark on a daring quest to face the dragon and bring peace to the realm. With a determined heart and a brave spirit, she set out on her journey. As she ventured into the forest where the dragon was said to reside, she encountered various challenges. Along the way, she met magical creatures who guided and helped her in her quest. She showed kindness and compassion to each being she encountered, and in return, they offered her valuable advice and magical gifts. Finally, after days of traveling, she reached the dragon's lair. The dragon was enormous and fierce, with scales as hard as steel and eyes that glowed like fiery embers. Amelia bravely approached the dragon, not with a sword, but with kindness and understanding in her heart. She spoke to the dragon, acknowledging its fears and frustrations. She listened to its story and understood the reasons behind its actions. The dragon had been misunderstood and had acted out of a sense of loneliness and isolation. With empathy and compassion, Princess Amelia proposed a peaceful solution. She suggested that the dragon use its strength to protect the kingdom rather than terrorize it. In return, the kingdom would offer friendship and care. Touched by Amelia's sincerity and kindness, the dragon agreed to the proposition. The princess and the dragon worked together to build a stronger and more prosperous kingdom, where both humans and dragons lived in harmony. Amelia's wisdom and compassion had not only saved her kingdom, but had also shown that understanding and empathy could conquer even the fiercest of beasts. From that day on, the princess and the dragon became true friends, and their story of friendship and understanding was told for generations, inspiring kindness and unity in all who heard it. Once upon a time in a land far, far away, there lived a beautiful and kind-hearted young woman named Barbie. Barbie was not an ordinary girl, she had a deep love for creativity and fashion. She lived in a small village, but her dreams were as big as the sky. Barbie spent her days creating beautiful dresses and accessories for the villagers. Her designs were so unique and magical that everyone in the village admired her work. But deep down, Barbie had a dream that went beyond her small village. She wanted to visit the Enchanted Forest, a mystical place rumored to grant wishes to those who were pure of heart. One sunny morning, Barbie decided it was time to pursue her dream. She gathered her sewing supplies, a few snacks, and set out on a journey into the unknown. The Enchanted Forest was not easy to find, and many villagers tried and failed to locate it. However, Barbie's determination and kind heart led her in the right direction. After days of traveling through thick forests and crossing bubbling streams, Barbie finally stumbled upon the entrance to the Enchanted Forest. Tall trees with leaves that shimmered like gold greeted her, and the air was filled with a sweet fragrance she had never smelled before. As Barbie ventured deeper into the forest, she discovered magical creatures, talking animals, friendly fairies, and even a mischievous but lovable elf named Sparky. They all knew about Barbie's kind heart and her dream to make the world more beautiful with her designs. The magical creatures offered to help Barbie make her dream come true. The fairies sprinkled her with sparkling dust that turned her dress into a magnificent gown made of the finest silks and adorned with jewels that sparkled like stars. The talking animals gathered materials for her to create even more beautiful accessories. Sparky, the elf, used his enchantment skills to give Barbie the ability to speak with the animals. Continued her journey through the Enchanted Forest. Along the way, she met a lonely and sad unicorn named Luna. Luna had lost her way and couldn't find her family. Barbie, with her compassionate heart, comforted Luna and promised to help her find her family. Together, Barbie and Luna embarked on a quest to reunite Luna with her unicorn family. Along the way, they encountered challenges and obstacles, but Barbie's creativity and the help of her magical friends always prevailed. They even befriended a wise old owl who guided them through the darkest parts of the forest. After many adventures, they finally found Luna's family. And Barbie's pure heart and kindness shone brighter than ever. The Enchanted Forest, touched by her selflessness, granted Barbie her deepest wish. With a wave of her hand, Barbie transformed the forest into a place of beauty and wonder, filling it with colorful flowers, sparkling waterfalls, and singing birds. Barbie's dream had come true, and she had not only created beauty with her designs but also brought beauty and happiness to the world around her. She and Luna returned to their village, where Barbie continued to create enchanting dresses and accessories, using the magical materials she had collected on her journey, and so, Barbie's name became known far and wide. Not only for her stunning creations but also for her pure heart and the magical adventure that had turned her into a beloved legend. Barbie and Luna lived happily ever after, knowing that dreams could come true with a kind heart and a dash of magic from the Enchanted Forest.